but I think that the acoustics in here are fairly decent, so we should be able to work with this. I'd like to welcome everybody here, especially members of the media, our elected officials who are here, and the members of the Ohio Empowerment Coalition. My name is Tim Walters. I am the chair of the Ohio Empowerment Coalition, and we're here today to dedicate a quilt that our members have put together and we're dedicating that quilt to the state of Ohio to emphasize the need to do something about the tremendous amount of domestic violence and the lack of support for domestic violence victims in our state. Before I get started, Lynn is going to take a moment now and read off the members of the groups who are here as part of the Ohio Empowerment Coalition. Lynn?
Okay, and as I read the name of your group, if you want to stand up, clap, whatever, we'll start off. First of all, we have Dave. Community Action Partnership.
Stop walking in front of my camera.
Sarah. It's our representative. Miami Valley Full Employment Council.
Yeah, we're here.
Cleveland. We got a good strong in Cleveland. Stop targeting Ohio's poor. United Clevelanders Against Poverty. Empowerment Center of Greater Cleveland. Organize Ohio. Cuyahoga County Kinship Care. Kinship Care Action Committee. Making actions relative to Ohio. We are the uninsured. From Cincinnati, we have Contact Center. Bethany House Family Shelter. Columbus, we have Columbus Empowerment Coalition. Community Organizing Center. And some of our groups come here, but we also have Athens on board, CPP, the DD Center for Public Policy in Athens, and the DD Center for Public Policy in Marietta. They're all coming together today.
Thanks, Lynn. Just briefly, just a few words on what the family violence option is and why we want to see it in place. The family violence option is a federal temporary assistance and needs policy that is already in place in some form in 44 of our states. Ohio is one of the few states that does not have this. The family violence option would provide victims of domestic violence with specific options when they apply for temporary assistance. Among these are the ability to substitute counseling and other support services for work regulations. In addition, victims would not be subject to the current 3-year time limit on assistance when engaged in these programs. This would truly result in a real safety net in Ohio. The Ohio Empowerment Coalition has been working for a number of years to make this happen. And we have some real high hopes that this can take place and it would be adopted by Ohio in the next few months. But one of the things that we're talking about today is making it real and referencing back to those people who have been victimized by domestic violence and what they've experienced. Today we're here for a number of reasons. One, the quilt that I spoke of. Two, to acknowledge some people who have been very much part of this over the past few months. And I am not sure if there's somebody from okay, and what that means is well, actually, what I was talking about is Senator Sherman. Okay, so we'll move this around just a little bit. And Katrina, are you coming up here now to tell your story? And then we'll just improvise a bit. What is happening is that we're hoping to have someone from Senator Kirk Schuring's down here today, because one of the things we want to acknowledge is he has been, and whenever you work on something like this, whenever you try to make it happen, you always need what we call Jim, someone to stand up for you in the Senate and in the Before I ask Senator Schuring to say a word, let me again get it down to real. Is that a couple years back, we felt that we were not going to be able to move this forward. We sat down, we talked to Senator Schuring, and we explained to him why we wanted to do this. He listened, he has worked closely with us, not only in attempting to put something together that would move it through, but also in advising us as the best way to work on this. Best way to make it a reality. And I don't think there's any time over the past year that we worked with him that he hasn't been accessible to us, and that he has encouraged us to move this forward. So Senator Schuring, you say a couple words, and then we would like to talk about the quote that we brought down.
Thanks. It's great to be here with all of you this morning. About Les. Now, let me tell you about Les. I was in my office working hard on the telephone. Les took that telephone and put the receiver right down. You need to come to this meeting. You have to, of course, be very hard because I'm glad to be here today with all of you. I'm proud to be a part of your coalition and to have had the opportunity to work with all of you for this very worthwhile cause. And I'm sure you're keenly aware that we were successful in adopting legislation that creates a task force so we can finally once and for all utilize the domestic violence waiver that the federal government offers so that those who are in the midst of domestic violence can break the cycle, can get that self-confidence, that self-esteem they need so they can get back into the workplace. Now, we know the Ohio Works program is designed to get you back into that workplace, but if you're in the middle of a domestic violence situation, it's not going to happen. So we need intervention, we need remediation, we need to break the cycle, and that's what we're going to do. Now, the good news is, my legislative aide, David Monder, who has worked so hard on this, was successful in getting an appointment and a conversation with the new director of the Ohio Department of Jobs and Family Services, Director Jones Kelly. What has happened is I've had a telephone conversation with her about this, and she's coming to my office tomorrow, and I don't want to get your hopes up too much, but there's a chance we might just be able to put this waiver into the budget. And so, again, it's been an honor to work with all of you. God bless all of you, and I hope we can continue to work together in the future. Christina, do you want to come up?
Senator Schuring, we would like to donate this quilt to the state of Ohio on behalf of battered domestic violence victims across the state of Ohio. We've all made pieces of the quilt. We would be proud to see it.
You did that, and I think this tells us that when issues come up that are important to people, different parties may have different philosophies, but they can line themselves together and find ways to work together for common goals. And this has been the secret. We're going to move along with our program here. So, we're going to have a few of our people get out later on.
Children, come on up here.
And now we have Donna.